you are not going to live past a few weeks. That's what my doctor told my parents when I was first born. My doctor told my parents not to name me because I wouldn't live past a few weeks. God did a miracle. And then they told my parents, enjoy me. I wouldn't normally, they didn't think I'd live past 12, then past 20. And at 37, thank you, Jesus, I am a walking, living, breathing miracle. And I am aware of, I don't like to say that I have, some people use the word like illness or disease. I am aware that I have health conditions. Okay, so some of the health conditions that I have been that have been assigned to my case are sickle cell anemia, endometriosis, and chronic fatigue. And a lot of those things are things that can cause severe pain and basically zap any energy you have. Now, why am I telling you this? Because today's episode in the Christian Sheepreneur podcast with me, your host, Angel Santos, is all about stop winging it, how to build accountability in your daily routine. And I must say, I feel uniquely qualified to talk about building a daily routine, being productive, and building accountability as someone who, again, doctors was like, you're not going to be here. And God said otherwise. And since I was young, I have accomplished incredible things. And I am not saying this to brag. I am saying it only to share the goodness and grace and mercy and awesomeness of God. Because my life could have went a totally different direction, right? But because of the parents and the sister and brother and pastor and the people that he put into my life, who both would not accept that I was going to die and prayed, and who would not accept even that I wouldn't live and do certain things, right? I can't even put into words how incredibly blessed I am with the family that I was given. But what I can tell you is that I was raised from a very young age to expect miracles and to walk by faith and not by sight. And when you have been assigned, right, or it's established medically that you have these different health conditions, living can be a challenge, right? When you have all these ideas of what you want to do and what you want to accomplish, and your body seems like it's working against you, how do you rectify that? You expect miracles. You expect miracles. And miracles does not look like God always takes away the pain. Miracles look like God always provides a way through it, regardless of the pain, regardless of the circumstance. I am here on purpose for a purpose, fulfilling my assignment. Even sitting in front of you this moment is me fulfilling my assignment to encourage you, to let you know whatever circumstance you are facing, whether it's health related, weight related, gender related, whatever it is. With God, all things are possible. I'm going to say that again, whatever it is, with God, all things are possible. If you're going to believe John 3:16, believe that. And all we have to do is our part. All we have to do, that's all I've been doing my whole life. Doing my best to do my little part. And I've had an incredible support system along the way. I've had the women in my life and the men in my life raise me to be strong. They raised me to take action. They raised me to not procrastinate. They raised me to be diligent in the things that I do. And all of that combined with me studying productivity from middle school, right, allow me to create a system that, despite how I feel physically or emotionally, I'm still able to get things done. So let me share some of the things that I've been able to get done, because I need you to really understand the obstacles that were working against me and what I was able to accomplish in spite of those. So you understand that whatever obstacles you are facing, you are limitless in what you can do when you are completing the assignment God has for you. Okay? So by the age of 13, I have been published in my first book. This was an anthology of poetry. How did I even discover that this was happening at 13 and this was pre-social media? I have no idea, but I think my mom still has a copy of the book to this day. By the age of 17, I had had my first job at NASA and created my first website for a pizza shop at the mall. By the age of 21, I had been published in various magazines and newspapers. By the age of 26, I had been featured on Forbes, Huffington Post, Houston Chronicle, on television as well. And by then, I actually became a coach. By the age of 30, I had been 2 times Amazon bestseller. And by the age of 33, I had built a 6-figure business from scratch. All this from someone who the doctor said would not live past a few days, and they didn't even think I deserved a name. But not only did I receive a name, but my name is Angel. And Angel means God's messenger. I am here to tell you that God loves you. He adores you. You are the apple of his eye. And in any situation, moment, or circumstance where you have not felt his love, it was always there. And so what we want to do is show our love by both obeying his word, obeying his will for our life, and completing our assignment, right? One of mine is to encourage women. One of mine is to help other women, other Christian women, start and grow their businesses so they have the funds, literally the money, right? The money to fund whatever assignment God has for them. I am here to put more financial resources in the kingdom. That is part of my assignment. And what I know, having worked on mine, right, is what you're going to need to complete yours is to stop winging it. There is only so long you can start your day, your month, your year without a plan and be productive, right? Something is going to happen, whether it's a sickness, whether it's something with family, whether it's you still being in your job. Things are going to happen, but let me tell you, right? I've told you my story. Let me tell you, whatever circumstances you are facing, there is someone who is facing more than you, with less resources than you, who is accomplishing more than you. Same for me. And I am not telling you this to discourage you. I am not telling you this to put you down. I am telling you this because I care. And I desire to see you succeed. I desire to see you prosper in everything that God has for you to do. And I desire for you to reach every person God has called you to reach through your business. That's why I'm here. Because it's going to take creating some accountability. Right? So how do you build that accountability? Right? How do you add it? How do you hold yourself accountable? And I'm going to share a few different ways, because there are a few different ways this can go. The first is a friend. If you have a friend who is working on a goal, you can literally just say, hey, you're working on this goal. It could be a health goal, right? You're working on this goal. I'm working on this business goal. Can we meet just once a week for 30 minutes and ask ask each other what's going well, what issues are you running to, kind of help each other troubleshoot, and then let each other know what we're going to get done by the next week. It can literally be as simple as that. Now, the key here is for you all both to show up, for you both to protect that time, to make it non-negotiable. This is not like, we'll just skip this week. Breaks the whole system, right? But if you and your friend are both willing to do that, you will be surprised how much can happen when you simply plan out what you're going to do, right? Write the vision, make it plain, plan out what you're going to do, and then do it. I have helped over 14 women at this point write and publish books. And the most interesting, in oftentimes less than 6 months, some of the women, it's been 3 months. And do you know how long it has taken me to publish my newest book that is coming out? 6 years. 6 years. And it's not because I don't know what to do. It's because when you don't follow the system, when you don't use a system, right? When you don't plan to do the work and actually execute on that plan, then nothing happens. And it sounds simple, but think about a goal that you set but did not reach. It wasn't often because you can't reach it. It's often because we don't give ourselves a fighting chance, right? So one way is to literally just get an accountability partner. Now, on the light side, you can just do once a week. On the heavier side, if you know your whole schedule is out of whack, then perhaps you want to find someone who you can check in with. Maybe you all meet just for 15 minutes each morning, maybe just on FaceTime, right? Outside of that, another way is you can use a planner, right? Now, again, the key with the planner, because this particular planner is from my system, which I'll tell you about in a little bit, my Millionaire Morning Routine system. But there are different planners, right? I have, that's mine because, yes, I use the system. But you might just have a daily planner, right? This can help you as long as you use it. As long as you use it. Do you see the pattern here? It's a 2-step process. You plan, then you execute. And in any of these ways, if you start the process and you start the plan, but you see you're not executing, that lets you know you need additional help. You need additional resource, right? If you are meeting with your friend and you all keep showing up saying, oh, you know what? I didn't do anything. It's not working. Don't let months go by of you all not helping each other out. If you are using a planner yourself, don't let months go by and nothing is getting done, right? You're writing in it, but you're never doing anything that you say you're going to do. Now, a part of this, and I say this with love, is self-integrity. Because the chances are very high that if you told someone else you were going to meet them, you would show up for that person because you know they're going to be there and they're expecting you. Why are you not showing up when you say you're going to do it? Why are you not being in integrity with the things that you plan, that you said, right? Not okay. So then, as I mentioned, I'd get into my Millionaire Morning Routine. When you need additional accountability, there is no shame. There's nothing wrong with it. This is the reason why people have health coaches, personal trainers, etc. Right? Because sometimes, for whatever reason, additional help is needed. If nothing else, to jumpstart that habit until you can do it on your own, right? Or perhaps you're just someone who really thrives on support. That is why I created the Millionaire Morning Routine system. And this system includes basically it's a 6-part system, right? And it can all be done in 30 minutes, and it can be done on your own, or we actually have a program where for 30 minutes each morning we meet and we go through the system together. And so you're live, because sometimes, we cannot be motivated initially to show up when it's just us, but when others are there, for some people that element helps you build that that accountability, that routine, and that habit. And what this system includes that a lot of others fail is that not only does it have you basically choose what you need to do that day and then add it to your planner, but then we also have this private members area where you check in at the end of each day and you report back on, did you do what you say you're going to do? So as you see, you can do a version of this system on your own. It's all about being in integrity, right? Being honest, being truthful. And we should. Now, if you need help to do that, get the help you need. But don't let another week, another month, another year go by with you winging it. Because accountability, when you add accountability into your daily routine, it changes everything. My book is in the final round of edits, and I am so grateful. And do you know what changed? Accountability in my daily routine. That was the change. All of the biggest months I've ever had in my business, accountability, right? A lot of times when we just leave it to ourselves, we can be too easy on ourselves. We can be too easy on ourselves, but when you include someone else, you add that layer of accountability until you have mastered it on your own. So let me know in the comments this year, how are you going to add accountability in your daily routine? If you can, let me know what is one big goal that you are holding yourself accountable to this month or this year, right? And if like me and many of my clients, you thrive on support and you want to be a part of either the DIY version or the supported version of the Millionaire Morning Routine program, let us know. Just put Millionaire Morning in the comments and we will send you an invitation.